Hey guys, what's up? Jed here. Welcome to another video. I hope you're all having a great day. In today's video, we're going to be completing the square. So what does it mean to complete the square? Well, here I have an example of a quadratic before you have completed the square. So it's just a regular quadratic trinomial. And this is after you have completed the square. So completing the square is the procedure of taking a quadratic and transforming it or manipulating it into another form. This form is very helpful in other parts of math, such as graphing quadratics, and it tells you a bit more about the quadratic graph itself. Okay, so let's see how to complete the square. How you do it is as follows. You first begin by opening up a single bracket and putting a square on the outside. You then write a single x inside of the bracket. The term with the x, you take the number in front of it, also known as the coefficient, including the symbol, this one here, and you half it. So half of positive 4 is positive 2. This is the number that goes inside the bracket here. The next step is to take the number inside the bracket here, which in this case is positive 2, and to subtract the square of it. Now, this step here, whichever number you have inside of the bracket, whether it's a positive or a negative, you are always, I repeat, you are always going to subtract that number squared. Okay? So if it's a negative number, you're going to subtract a negative number squared, which just makes it positive. So you really don't have to worry about writing the negative number here. Whether it's positive or negative, the outcome will be the same. But you always must subtract this value. Okay, the next step is to take your negative 10 and bring it down to the side. You then simplify the right-hand side of the completed square form. So this is going to give us 2 squared, which is 4. Negative 4 minus 10 gives us minus 14. And then we write the left-hand side as normal. And there you have it. You have completed the square. So I'll just quickly run through that one more time. Single bracket with an x on the inside and a square on the outside. Half the number next to the x, you then take that number away, so this 2, which you got from half this number here, and you square it. So you take it away squared. You then bring down the constant and just attach it to the end of your completed square expression. Simplify, that's it. Pretty straightforward. Okay, let's take a look at another example where the coefficient in front of x squared, so the value next to the x squared, is greater than 1. So in this case, it's 2. How would you complete the square for such an expression? Step 1 will be to factorize out the 2 from the x components. So let me show you what that looks like. It's going to be 2, open bracket, x squared minus 6x plus 1. That's the first step to take. We haven't even really started the process to complete the square, but this step is essential. Next step, whatever's inside the bracket, so this x squared minus 6x, I'm going to have to complete the square using this. So first things first, I'm going to make square brackets to distinguish them from the curved brackets, and I'm going to complete the square on the x squared minus 6. So this is going to be x minus half the number in front of the x term, which is 3. And then I square that bracket. I then take away the number inside the bracket, squared. And that's it for this step. As you can see, this plus 1 wasn't included in the completing of the square process from this line to this line. And that's fine because we didn't actually perform any operations on this plus 1, so it stays as is. We now multiply the 2 on the outside, back in, expanding it into the values. So now this gives us 2x minus 3 squared, and this 3 squared is a 9, so it ends up becoming an 18 plus 1. We then simplify the right-hand side to finally give us 2x minus 3 squared minus 17. And there you have it. That's how you complete the square when the x squared has a coefficient greater than 1. If you have any questions, please just write them in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys, and take care.